It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Philadelphia. It's the 49ers and the Eagles under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll run with Swift, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. And that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Now, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now Purdy. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Oh, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Purdy. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Grant. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. That's just how they do it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell guys, dress for the weather and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
For the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On second down, McCaffrey. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Purdy will look to throw again here. And he's got it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Purdy looking to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Dancing to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive of 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Maybe time for one play on offense 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Jacksonville Jaguars who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. Our two squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talk about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
On first down, Purdy.
And it's incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. Loose inside the 30, and running with power here. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in. Behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 2nd down, it's Grant. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Hamilton. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
49ers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
San Francisco.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So illegal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver is inbounds or out of bounds. You expect him to be there. But if he takes a step...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever.
Now Purdy.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Going for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, I wish the staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, Grant, that he is going to be stopped. Behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now,
players. It appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Now the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's capped off by an agent.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't all. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
63.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Throwing is Hurts.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. 2nd down and 8.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hurts.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Airing it out for Hamilton. incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll